What's up, the John Squad? This is John Pellini here, your YouTube World Heavyweight Champion here on YouTube, and I'm coming to with my WWE Monday Night Raw review for October 15th, 2018. So let's do this, shall we, the John Squad? So we kicked off WWE Monday Night Raw with Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. And Drew says that they broke the Shield last week and that the Shield have been shattered. Braun says that the Shield won't have Roman's back because that at Crown Jewel that the Shield can't come out and that they can't come and save Roman. So then the Shield come out and cut a promo. It's just Roman and Seth because there was something going on with Dean with all that from last week on Monday. So Seth and Roman come out and cut a promo and say that the Shield. So Seth says that the Shield is not shattered and that they are alive. So and that they will have and then Seth says that that he will beat Drew tonight. Since Seth says that since he's in the ring, we will have the match now to Drew. So then, the first match we had on Raw was WWE Crown Jewel Tournament qualifying match. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. And during the match, Dean Ambrose comes out and attacks Dolph Ziggler. And then Drew McIntyre attacks Dean Ambrose, and then Seth Rollins attacks Dolph Ziggler outside the ringside. But then Drew McIntyre was outside on ringside. He couldn't get back into the ring in time. Seth Rollins can, and the winner was Seth Rollins by countout. And Seth Rollins qualifies for the World Cup tournament for WWE Crown Jewel. So that's awesome. Congratulations to Seth Rollins. Please like this video if you're happy for Seth Rollins. And now the second match you had on Raw was Ember Moon and Nia Jax versus Tamina and Dana Brooks. And at WWE Evolution, we're going to have a Battle Royale to challenge maybe for a women's championship. So the winner was Ember Moon and Nia Jax. After the match, Tamina super kicks Nia Jax after Ember Moon is trying to make them stop fighting, and then Tamina just super kicks Nia Jax. Then Ember Moon and Tamina throw Nia Jax over the top rope. Then what happens next is that then Ember Moon tries to throw Tamina over the top rope, right? So then Dana Brooke decides to all of a sudden throw over the top rope both of them, Tamina and Ember Moon, and Dana Brooke stands tall. And that's what happens there. And Tori Wilson's going to be in this Battle Royal too, along with Asuka and all of them. So it's going to be a pretty interesting Battle Royal. So then, the third match you had on Raw was a WWE World Cup qualifying match. Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler. And during the match, Drew McIntyre comes out to try to distract Dean Ambrose. But then Seth Rollins comes out and beats up on Drew McIntyre. But then Seth Rollins tries to help up Dean Ambrose, and then Dean Ambrose shoves and pushes Seth Rollins down, but then Dolph Ziggler picks up the win and qualifies for the WWE World Cup, and then Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose are arguing in the ring, and then, Dean Ambrose shoves Rollins away, pushes him away. I don't know what's going on through Dean Ambrose, so then Rollins storms up to the stage like, and then they both argue. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins argue back and forth at each other, and Roman Reigns comes out and tries to split them two up before it gets chaotic. So then Baron Corbin comes out and says that the Shield is going to be wrestling in the main event against Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre in the main event, and that's what happens. So then we had Ronda Rousey calls out the Bellas, the Bella twins, and for taking her out last week. So then Nikki and Brie say that they turn on her because they were they were they were the ones going to they were the ones going to stand on they were the ones that were going to stand on the sidelines, and and that they are prisoners of they started the women's evolution. So then Ronda claims that the Bellas are nothing but leeches who rode the coattails of their men. And I thought that was pretty funny because it is true. And copied the moves of their men too. So I thought that was pretty funny too, how the way they copy the moves of their men. And and in Nikki's case, that got thrown out of John Cena's bedroom, so that was pretty funny too, how the way she got it's just a whole other random thing. So I thought that was pretty funny how she mentioned John Cena, how got Nikki got thrown out of John Cena's bedroom. So that was pretty funny how the way she said, because it is true. So then the Bella twins get security to protect them. Then Ronda Rousey takes out the security, and the Bella twins run away and go to the back, and Ronda Rousey just is all fired up and just can't wait to get their hands on Nikki Bella at Evolution. So then the next match we had on Raw was Finn Balor versus Jinder Mahal, and the winner was Finn Balor. Then Bobby Lashley comes out and interrupts Finn Balor's celebration, and that's what happens there, and Leah Rush comes out Bobby Lashley and telling Finn Balor to look at him, and that's what happens there. And then Bobby Lashley has a match. So then the fifth match on Raw was Bobby Lashley versus Tyler Breeze, and the winner was Bobby Lashley. Then we had Trish Stratus and Lita, and they talk about WWE Evolution. Then Alexa Bliss and Mickie James come out, and Alexa and Mickie James both cut a promo, and first Alexa Bliss makes fun of Lita, then Mickie James makes fun of Trish Stratus. So then they say that Mickie James and Alexa Bliss say that this is going to be a cakewalk at WWE Evolution. And then what happens next is that they say that they need more practice. So then Trish Stratus and Lita say, "Oh, we need more practice. So how about we get it? How about they come to this ring and we can practice right now?" So then what happens is that Alexa Bliss and Mickie James start to go down the ring, but then they back away and just head to the back, and that's what happens there. Then that segment with Lita and Trish Stratus just in the ring, and that's what happens there. And then, so now another match we had on Raw was 2-on-1 handicap match. The Authors of Pain versus Kurt Angle in a Consadora outfit, and the winner was the Authors of Pain apparently. And then after the match, they ripped off the mask, and Baron Corbin was on top of the stage on the entrance ramp, and they ripped off the mask, and apparently it was not Kurt Angle at all. It was some guy I didn't even recognize, but they just destroyed that guy, and Kurt Angle then comes out and delivers an Angle Slam onto Baron Corbin on top of the stage, and that was pretty funny too. So then we had another match we had on Raw was Natalya versus Ruby Riott, and she brought backup with her for this one. She brought Bayley and the return of Sasha Banks. That's right, Sasha Banks returns in, and the winner was Natalya by DQ due to Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan getting involved. So then, what happens here is that Sasha Banks and Bayley and take out the Riot Squad with Natalya, and they all three of them stand tall, and that's what happens there. Then that's it. So then Elias starts to talk trash about the Philadelphia sports teams and talk about the Flyers mascot, the new mascot, and just cuts a promo and stuff, and then Apollo Crews comes out and interrupts, and basically he just interrupts, and it looks like they're starting a feud with that one, and Elias tries to go and attack Apollo, and then Apollo Crews, and then Apollo Crews lifts Elias up in there and then just drops him from behind, and that's what happens in that segment. And then the main that we had on Raw was The Shield versus Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. And the winner was The Shield. That is right. The Shield are the winner. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose. After the match, Braun Strowman was upset because during the match, what happened was that Drew McIntyre did the Claymore kick by accident. But then after the match, because they got the loss, Braun Strowman attacked Dolph Ziggler and did the slam onto Dolph Ziggler, and then Braun Strowman turned and looked at Drew McIntyre, and then Drew McIntyre did the clay bar kick, and then Drew McIntyre just storms off all angry, and then Braun Strowman's looking at him like this, all angry, and that's what happens to WWE Monday Night Raw last night, and whew, that was a lot to cover. So once again, the John Squad, please like this video. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to tap that bell on YouTube app so you never miss an upload on my videos. And tonight is SmackDown 1000 episodes. Can't wait to watch that tonight. And this is a great Raw. I thought it was overbooked and stuff. I thought it was okay Raw, but still okay, pretty Raw, okay, decent. And I'm glad the Shield won. So anyway, once again, the John Squad. Please like this video, leave your comments down below, and subscribe for more. And when you subscribe, you become a champion here on this channel. Peace out, the John Squad. Whew.